Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen shared a moment in the Monaco paddock that wasn't picked up by broadcast cameras. Max Verstappen shared a moment with Fernando Alonso in the paddock during the Monaco Grand Prix on Saturday that showed the Red Bull star is slowly but surely maturing into a classy winner. The Red Bull star clinched pole position ahead of Aston Martin's Alonso in qualifying after a dramatic finale around the streets of Monte Carlo, and Verstappen's actions have drawn praise after a brief but heartwarming moment between the two drivers. Verstappen edged out Alonso by less than a tenth of a second after pipping the Spaniard to pole position for Sunday's main event, and it proved to be an important lap as the Dutchman raced off into the distance with a 28-second margin over Alonso to win his fourth race of the season. The 25-year-old has been in a league of his own so far this season, and his expert drive in the wet proved he is the fastest man on the track at present. But Verstappen's dominance is clearly not going to his head after a reporter spotted a touching moment between the double world champion and Alonso moments after qualifying had finished. According to Tom Clarkson, presenter for Formula One's official podcasts Beyond the Grid and F1 Nation, Verstappen consoled Alonso with an embrace in the pit lane after noticing the 41-year-old's downcast expression painted across on his face. "There was a lovely moment in the press conference after qualifying," Clarkson said on the F1 Nation podcast. "So they've only been out of the cars, say, 5 minutes, they have a quick chat on the grid. Then they come to the press conference and Fernando came in first, and he sat down in his chair and he sort of was slumped a little bit, and you could see he was just, I think, reflecting on what he had just done. Max was the next driver to arrive, and they just sort of, I'm not going to say it was a hug, but they just sort of squeezed each other's shoulders and didn't say a word to each other. This is before all the cameras were turned on, and right there, I saw a mutual respect between those two that is not often seen, I think, in Formula One." Having earned a reputation for being a tough racer with a no-nonsense, no-quarter-given approach to his fellow drivers, it was a surprising moment of class from Verstappen which indicates he is gradually settling in his role as F1's most popular asset. It will feel like vindication not only for Verstappen but for Charles Leclerc as well, the Ferrari driver who came up through the karting ranks with Verstappen and knows him better than most. The Monegasque has repeatedly praised the championship leader for being one of the nicest drivers on the grid, but believes his aggressive driving style has misled people into thinking otherwise.